Maybe we'll just stay here because the weather seems to be beautiful and lovely and hot. Here's Stephanie Olmo again with your first alert forecast. Hey, Steph.
How about that shot? I know yesterday we had more clouds around that area. But as we check out what's happening here closer to the coast, where we're checking out Long Beach, and we have plenty of clouds still lingering. But again, we will see an improvement as we continue here in the next several hours. But temperatures right now, Long Beach, 68 degrees right now. Gets a little bit warmer as we continue. But 4 things to watch as we continue. We still have an onshore flow. This is going to bring morning clouds and fog as we head into the next several days. As we continue here this afternoon, we're looking at more sunshine compared to what we had here yesterday. Highs in the 70s and 80s, so right around average for this time of year for many spots here across the region. It starts to warm up later on in the week, and I'm talking about mainly Thursday, Friday into the weekend, and it looks like Friday will be the warmest day here this week. So we'll go over the numbers in just a bit, but temperatures for this afternoon will be at 81 degrees in Van Nuys, 82 in West Covina, 76 in downtown LA, 69 in Long Beach. We'll be at 85 in Riverside, 87 in San Bernardino. Looking over the futurecast, so again, this wasn't the picture yesterday. We had more clouds across the area. We had a weather disturbance to the north of us, and it brought us some high clouds across the region. Not the case this afternoon, more sunshine. But later on tonight and into tomorrow morning, this is a picture, once again, that onshore flow bringing low clouds and fog from the coast to the basin and across the inland spots. And in addition to that, you see some more cloud coverage as we continue throughout the afternoon hours. Why is that? And tracking cutoff low. So there's an area of low pressure that's cutting off from the jet stream and sort of hanging out nearby as we head into the next several days. And that's going to keep the cloud coverage around as we head into Wednesday. Early Thursday, once again, waking up to the clouds and fog. So that cutoff low that I mentioned, as we continue, that's going to be sitting nearby. So it really has a mind of its own. It sort of hangs out nearby. But also we have this ridge of high pressure that's building out to the west, and that's allowing for this warming trend. So depending on where this area of low pressure sets up, we'll have a little bit of an impact in temperature. So it'll probably help it from not getting too hot later on in the week. So let's go over the extended forecast for you. Basin temperatures in the mid 70s. Then we start to warm it up, upper 70s on Thursday, 83 on Friday for the basin. Coming down a little bit as we head into the weekend, but still pretty nice and warm for the coast. Temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s later on this week, with some cloud coverage from time to time as we continue throughout the week. For the valleys, temperatures here, low 80s this afternoon. We'll be in the mid 80s for the Inland Empire. It gets a little bit warmer as we head into Thursday, mid 80s, 85 to be exact there in the valleys, getting close to 90 degrees. And then on Friday, look at the numbers. We're talking 90s for the valleys and Inland Empire. And then coming down a little bit as we head into the weekend, we'll be back into the 80s. For the high desert, plenty of sun, increasing clouds on Wednesday, temperatures warming up. Back into the 90s here tomorrow. Triple-digit heat will continue for the low desert. And lastly, for the mountains, temperatures back into the 70s with plenty of sun and possibly the chance for some showers as we head into the weekend. That was your forecast. Back to you, Lolita.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much.